Okay, so I'll be making steak. The secret is that it's 6 weeks matured with a nice layer of fat there. And this is helping for one person, but I'll be making food for my whole family, so I will be making this. I take some paper towels and you're going to pat it onto the steak in order to get all the water that's on the steak off. Then you have to do both sides. Then once both sides are dry, then you take coarse salt and then you sprinkle it on. You can throw on quite a bit of this because most of the salt is going to melt away. Then once you're done with the salt, you grind on some pepper. Now I'll be making the sauce to add to the steak. You want to cut off about 1/3. Put on the flame for the butter to melt. Some garlic. You add some according to taste. Take some Italian herb spices, also according to taste. And then for your last ingredient, you throw on some rosemary. The temperature of the flame is very low because you don't want the butter to boil. Put on the flame. You have to make sure the flame is extremely hot because you want the pan to be as hot as possible before adding the steak. Then you add some olive oil so that the steak does not stick to the pan. Okay, so now once the pan is heated up, you put on the steak for 1.5 minutes on each side. Okay, then because of the oil splashing, you put on this to prevent that. Timer, 1.5 minutes before I need to trim. Okay, now you need to turn around the steak. Then it splashes still, and once again you put over the layer for 1.5 minutes. Now you want to turn off the pan, and you want to place the meat on preferably a cold surface that's not in the pan. You don't want the meat to cook any further. You want the pan to cool off before you add the meat back because you're going to add the sauce with the butter. You don't want the butter to boil. The pan is on low so that it doesn't get too hot for the sauce. You add the sauce on top of the steak. Then you keep putting the sauce on. You have to keep the steak wet. You do this for a maximum of 1.5 minutes on each side because this steak isn't very thick. Doesn't that look amazing? And finally, it's ready to eat. Look how tender and juicy that is.